fatiguing, big tummy, So today is my rest day. It's Tuesday. I like to put on my thinking cap because you can see is I'm trying to organize my room so that this is book I got today. YouTube, how to make YouTube channel for dummy. I bought this like a year ago. I don't want to have time to read it. It said YouTube can be on YouTuber, and it's have like tons of stuff. Get permission for using copyrighted material. Profit motive is irrelevant. Whether you intend to make money from video as you simply want to share your masterpiece with the world, it still doesn't mean that you can violate copyright law. You need to get permission from the copyright owner. Having no intention to profit doesn't absorb you if you use someone else's content without permission. So when I go to the gym, I do live stream, or when I go to Safeway to do live stream, there was never an issue with copyright until I guess some some people saw my live stream and they decided to put a copyright on the music that would play in at Safeway and at the gym. So it's a good idea for someone like me or whoever to move around so that people won't impose copyright. Because once copyright imposed in my live stream and video, I have to delete it immediately. I can't even put private. I can put private unlisted, but what's the point? I don't want YouTube to think that I'm using the without license. You know what I'm saying? So that was the content. Get permission for using copyrighted material. And 10 things to know about copyright. 10 things to know about copyright. Understanding copyright law, striking out with copyright infringements, avoiding common mistakes, knowing what to do when copyright is breached. I'm trying to play my other video. Okay, John Locke said, the end of law is not to abolish or restrain, but to preserve and enlarge freedom. For the same spirit, copyright law protects creators from having their material used without permission by people who didn't create it. The goal is to protect the creator's freedom to create without having to fear that others will profit unjustly. Create something and the intellectual property belongs to you by way of copyright. If anyone palms off your intellectual property as their own, the law protects you and provides measure for legal action. And if your copyrighted content should appear in video form on YouTube without your permission, YouTube acts as a law on your behalf. So it's nice that, I have my back work. Someone watch over me. Someone watch, like, if I have some live stream thing that they don't like, they immediately shut it down. So it's really nice. If someone is trying to take advantage of you, but sometimes it's you who get put on the hot seat. Thanks to multimedia, people often create things that use other people's work. And as adding a piece of music you didn't write to a video you made, they didn't realize that they're doing anything wrong. Collaboration is a good thing and often engage on YouTube. But you need to have proper permission to use any music, artwork, photograph, excerpt, or whatever deal was created by an individual other than yourself before you put it in your YouTube videos. So, copyright issue. I should name my channel. This no, not channel. This video is copyright issue because I ran into that a lot. Sometimes like some of my video, the music like it's blocked in Russia or partially blocked in Russia. So usually when it partially blocked, then I could always like cut off the music or delete that fragment. Then I still keep my video. It's just that that fragment be cutting off. So that's cool. I don't have to worry about the whole video content that didn't get published. But when it said that copyrighted the whole video, then there's nothing I can do. I mean, I can put unlisted, I can put private, but I usually go in and delete the whole thing. I don't want to deal with it later on when my channel monetized and then YouTube had issue with it or whatever. So that one thing about copyright. So number 2, remember who owns the copyright. It's fairly simple. If you create a video, the copyright belongs to you. If you upload content created by someone else, the copyright belongs to that person, and you had better have permission to upload it. I pay for it. Let's talk about my classes. I took a real estate course with I think the company name is Colibri or whatever. So and they record all the lecture and they give to all the students to watch it later if they don't have time to watch it that moment, because most of us working full time and sometimes it's too tired to watch everything or to go to do the homework. So I didn't save a lot. I mean, some of it someone took it out, but I got like 3, 4 video that I saved on my phone. I still have it, so I upload to my channel. It's very informative. It's very good. So next time you have to take it again, they probably say, "Oh, you cannot do this because it belongs to blah blah blah." You know what I'm saying? But I have like a few video on during my class lecture, talk about stuff about housing, about HOA, about deed of trust. It's really good course, and that helped me a lot with oops, that helped me a lot with my classes. I'm still on the track with copyright, am I? I lost the I'm gonna make this as my channel thing so it can be good. So today is about copyright. If I could find the place where I found it, that'd be great. If I can, then I don't know. It's chapter 16. Where am I? Oh, just 13. I'm on chapter 16. At the end of the book. I bought this book like years ago, and I never, look at it, read it. I just kind of watch segment of video on YouTube and start my channel because I came home from 8 hours of cashiering, and a lot of time you deal with customer that not nice, courtesy clerk that they give you an attitude. There's sometimes you can even ask them to go bring something to go back, and they go, "Well, I'm gonna stay for again. I'm not gonna go back." Sometimes they have an attitude, bad attitude, and I'm just really tired. I've been there 2 years and up my neck with the people there. So first, you get permission for using copyright material. We talk about that. Fair use is complicated. Now, what is fair use? Let me get a drink. Fair use is complicated. And what is fair use? So, in other words, this is matcha. I talked about this pre-video. Cái này xong rồi. Cái màu này khác kìa. Just me. Sao tối quá à? Well, it's kind of late now, guys, and they have different flavor. Yeah. Almond latte. Cái này là almond latte. Oh, I think my label burned out. One of them. Stop being so superstitious. Good. But anyway, oh, the cafe. Maybe here. Okay, fair use is complicated. What is fair use? Criticism, interviewing, or reviewing a movie or some form of music. When you do reviewing, like sometimes you see court cases and you have one person watching the court case going on, they pause, they give their opinion, and not reviewing. Parody. If you're poking fun of something, is acceptable to you content without it first gaining permission. Commentary. The one depend on how you use the material. If you use just enough to illustrate your point, it's acceptable. For instance, gather on YouTube offer record themselves playing a new video game and offer funny observation. That's it. Within limit, fair use. I mean, you don't go to extreme talk about the video that you know that make other people feel uncomfortable. Just just scratch the surface. And now some misconception. In all these cases or academic, if you're creating educational content, it's considered fair use to reference other works in certain situation. Yeah, I prefer not to do that. I'm up to here with school. Up to here with school. I'd rather not. And there's some misconception. You can use 40 seconds of anything. It's completely untrue. You can use even 4 seconds if it doesn't comply with the circumstances in the preceding list. And a best practice, use the least amount of copyrighted material to get your point across. Always credit the original copyright owner. Like when you write paper in school, and whatever information you get from your paper, you have to say reference. Oh, I got this from this. I got this from this. And sometimes the teacher, if he or she not really functional enough, then let you go through the list. Yeah, you got met all your requirement. Here 10 reference. You say in your paper. But sometimes the teacher go to extend. They would go to that column or that book that you talk about, and to see if you did mention it or you did use it. Because sometimes I just go in and say, okay, this is, I just list out a tons of references, and I read it over. I say something in my paper. It doesn't necessarily that I would, you know I may miss the point here and there. I may didn't use correctly. I may use a lot of, but I still look at it. I still use some of the material, but sometimes it's not to the liking of the professor. So they go, well, you put it down, but you didn't use it, or you put it down, but you didn't say nothing about it. They get very critical. It's not what I don't like. Now, what I mean by fair use? Okay, let me see. Don't get copyright issue on YouTube. Lead to straight out. See, YouTube especially, they don't like copyright. Period. So you have anything that copyright on your channel, remove it immediately. Don't wait till they come to you and say, this is copyright. What you doing? They may demonetize you. They may block you up, and you're done. Start over again. It sucks. And sometimes you can't even start over. These three straighten you out. Is a common understanding when playing baseball. But in baseball, you go another chance after another 8 better have had their try. YouTube doesn't share this benevolent, and it give you right, especially the copyright issue. But anyway, you can draw 2 types of YouTube strike. The first is community guideline and 2 is copyright. Community guideline and copyright. Oh, community guideline. I have to follow community guideline. What's that? So community guideline are this type can result from variety of causes ranging from uploading objectionable content to having a misleading thumbnail or caption. Misleading thumbnail or caption. 3 more about YouTube community guideline. Please visit youtube.com policy. Oh, community guideline. A misleading thumbnail. That can be suck. I haven't go and check that. And copyright. See, I don't worry about copyright, but the misleading thumbnail, that can be suck. Right? I have a lot of misleading thumbnail. Oh man, I have to go and fix it. Because I have a lot of thumbnail that is not, it's not correct. And I'm glad I read that before. So today is Tuesday, January 20, what day is it? January 26th of 2026. Rent, and then rent. I have to check all my video and fix the thumbnail. Check all my video. And I got 800 video or more. So the channel that I gonna monetize with YouTube, I have to check all my video. Thumbnail must match the video. See, I knew it. They give you a frosted thumbnail. I hate that. Cái tuổi VQ á. Oh. I told you, no YouTuber cannot trust at all. Oh, you're right. Nó nói trên đường, nó trên ngã, nó nói vậy thôi. Oh my God, these things look worse. Okay. So I'm gonna, all the things you should know. Okay. These are important. Very important. Copyright straight. Mandatory copyright school must be completed. After your first straight, YouTube requires that you complete an online course and take a quiz to be sure you're up to speed on copyright regulations. Straight come down eventually. As long as you haven't struck out, community guidelines straight and copyright straight disappear after 90 days from the time they're issued, at which point YouTube restore any channel privileges you lost while you waited out the straight. If you draw 3 community guidelines straight or 3 copyright straight over 90-day period, your YouTube channel will be terminated. Ooh, that's tough. You don't want your YouTube channel to be terminated, period. Very, very big. Your fate usually lies with the copyright owner. As we mentioned a little earlier, the copyright owner can decide whether a video you uploaded should be removed, flag it in certain region, or even monetize. Yes, that's right. Even though the video may contain only a small portion of the person material, the person is entitled all money. See, and you can never put copyright owner. See the I was worried about my but that's right. The slate is clean, so I'm gonna go and check all my thumbnail, make sure it's matched with my channel. You know, as long as you have something about it, the thumbnail show, then you're fine. When it comes to removing stray from your account, the two contradictory idiom come to mind. The squeaky wheel get the grease. Don't open a can of worms. If you draw a copyright strike from YouTube, you positive that you're in the right. Go ahead and appeal the strike with copyright counter notification. By not staying quiet, you can fulfill the prophecy of the first idiom by having that strike removed. Let's examine the second idiom. If you're not sure you can win, maybe it's better to wait it out until the strike expires. You see, after you appeal the strike, your personal information goes to copyright owner, and that person can probably sue you for copyright infringement. If the situation reaches this level, you still can work out an agreement directly with the copyright owner and see whether that person will file an appeal with YouTube on your behalf. If you both agree that you were within your right to use the copyrighted material, it's worth a shot. An alternative may want to consider before filing a copyright infringement. If you believe that an error has been made, it was the case of mistaken identity, you may get lucky and get the strike removed immediately. Or if your video has truly violated copyright, you can work out a deal to remove the uploaded content that is likely the least complicated way to dispute a copyright strike. Add the strike related to community guideline and feel free to appeal though because they're only between you and YouTube. Ooh, mess up big time. Okay, let's stop right here. I need to go into the gym. I have to go in and check my copyright thing. Thank you for watching my channel. You guys have safe holiday and subscribe and share. Bye.